They're going to try to come in and punk us, and if you wouldn't allow that, you will be punked. And, I don't think we have any guys that's willing to be punked on this team. So we might not be the most athletic, the strongest, but we got to have the most heart.
The Los Angeles Lakers are walking into the playoffs with everything stacked against them. And honestly, it couldn't have come at a worse time. No Luka Doncic, no Austin Reaves, and now they're staring down a Houston team that's younger, faster, and led by one of the most unstoppable scorers in basketball, Kevin Durant. On paper, this looks like a mismatch. It looks like the kind of series that could get ugly real fast. But then Marcus Smart stepped up and said something that completely flipped the tone. He didn't talk about fear. He didn't talk about injuries. He talked about respect. He made it clear that Houston is going to come in trying to bully the Lakers, trying to push them around, trying to test them from the very first possession. And in his words, if you allow that to happen, then you've already lost. That right there tells you everything about how intense this series is about to be. Because this isn't just about skill anymore. This is about mentality. The Lakers know they're not coming in as the stronger or more athletic team. They know Houston has the edge in speed, energy, and depth. But what they do have is experience, and more importantly, LeBron James. And somehow, even at this stage of his career, LeBron continues to defy logic. Just when people start to doubt him, he reminds everyone why he's still one of the most dangerous players in the game. Down the stretch of the regular season, he wasn't just playing well. He was controlling games, setting the pace, and carrying a team that desperately needed him. He averaged 24 points, nearly 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. But those numbers don't even tell the full story. It was the leadership, the composure, and the ability to keep the team together when everything felt like it was falling apart. But here's the reality. What worked in the regular season doesn't guarantee anything in the playoffs. This is where teams get exposed. Every weakness gets targeted, every bad stretch gets punished, and every superstar is forced to elevate their game. And now, LeBron isn't just expected to lead, he's expected to carry, again. The difference this time, the margin for error is basically zero. There's no Luka to take pressure off him, no Reaves to create secondary offense. Every defensive scheme is going to be built around stopping him, forcing the ball out of his hands, and daring someone else to step up. And that's exactly where Houston becomes dangerous, because when you have Kevin Durant on your side, you don't need perfect team basketball, you just need moments. Durant can take over a game in a matter of minutes. He doesn't rush, he doesn't force things, he just waits. And then suddenly, he's hit 3 straight shots and the game is out of reach. That's what makes him so terrifying in a playoff setting. And even Marcus Smart, one of the toughest defenders in the league, knows there's no stopping him. The goal isn't to shut him down, it's to make his life difficult, to wear him out, to challenge every shot and every movement. That's where Smart becomes so important in this series. Because while everyone else is focused on scoring and highlights, Smart is focused on the little things that win games: defense, hustle, communication, intensity, things that don't always show up in the box score, but can completely change the flow of a game. After missing time with an ankle injury, he came back with a level of urgency that the Lakers desperately needed. He wasn't looking to score big numbers. He was looking to make an impact, to get teammates involved, to bring energy on both ends of the floor. And that's exactly what this team needs right now. Because let's be honest, the Lakers can't win this series playing pretty basketball. They can't rely on smooth offense or outscoring Houston. If they want a chance, they have to turn this into a grind. They have to slow the game down, make every possession count, and force Houston into uncomfortable situations. That means physical defense, smart rotations, and a willingness to do the dirty work. It means embracing the struggle instead of trying to avoid it. And here's where things get really interesting. Houston is coming into this series with confidence. They believe they're the better team, and honestly, they might be right. They're going to push the pace, attack early, and try to overwhelm the Lakers before they can settle in. They're going to test their toughness, challenge their composure, and see if they can break them mentally. And that's exactly what Marcus Smart was talking about. This isn't just a game, it's a test of how much the Lakers are willing to fight when things don't go their way. Because at some point, things will go wrong. Shots will miss, runs will happen, momentum will shift. And in those moments, you find out what a team is really made of. Do they stay locked in, or do they fall apart? Do they respond with energy, or do they let frustration take over? That's what's going to decide this series. And for LeBron James, this is another chapter in a career that's already full of legendary moments. But this one feels different. This isn't about proving he's still great. We already know that. This is about whether he can still carry a team through adversity at the highest level. Whether he can take a group that's missing key pieces and somehow turn them into a playoff threat. It's a massive challenge and one that could define this stage of his career. Because if the Lakers find a way to win this series, it changes everything. It becomes one of those stories people talk about for years. A team that wasn't supposed to win, led by a veteran who refused to lose. But if they fall short, especially if they get dominated, the conversation shifts. People start questioning the roster, the decisions, and even the future of the team. And that's why Marcus Smart's mindset matters so much. He's not worried about predictions or narratives. He's focused on one thing: competing. He understands that respect in the playoffs isn't given, it's earned. And if the Lakers want to earn it, they're going to have to fight for every single possession. So now it all comes down to this. Can the Lakers match Houston's energy? Can they handle the pressure, the pace, and the physicality? And most importantly, can LeBron James once again rise to the moment and deliver when his team needs him the most? We're about to find out. Because when this series starts, there's no more talking, no more predictions, just basketball. And trust me, this one is going to be intense from the very first second to the final buzzer. If you think the Lakers can pull off the upset, let me know in the comments. And if you think Houston is about to take over, don't be afraid to say it. Either way, this is the kind of playoff series you don't want to miss, so make sure you stay locked in, because it's just getting started.